Well, joining us now, it is Cleveland State men's basketball coach Dennis Gates. Always fun when we can catch up with him. And, Coach, I was going to start out by congratulating you, but I didn't know what to congratulate you on because you're the Horizon League Coach of the Year again. You are the top seed in the Horizon League tournament, regular season champs for the conference. I mean, there's like 12 things I got to congratulate you on.
Well, one congratulations is good enough because whatever award an individual has in our program, our motto is it belongs to the team. The award of being named Coach of the Year, I'm humbled, without a doubt, but it belongs to our institution. It speaks the truth and defines in words the level of connection that we have with each other, and it speaks for our guys being able to sort of sift through our core values of friendship, love, accountability, trust, discipline, unselfishness, enthusiasm, and toughness, and allow it to galvanize their every action, especially within competitive spirit. Belongs to my staff, our players, our institution, our leadership, and obviously President Sands. His leadership is very important, and Scott Garrett. Those guys believed in me to lead this program, and it belongs to them as well. And the individual honors, it just speaks for our players. They're humbled, they're excited. Trey Gomillion was surprised to be named Defensive Player of the Year, and also first team all defense, and Deontay Johnson the same. But it's a part of our identity, man. And when the team wins, we all win.
Well, Coach, I mean, you deserve the honors. You guys at the start of the season, and I know you weren't paying attention to it at the time probably, but you were picked 7th in this league. You finish at the top alongside Wright State. I mean, what you guys were able to do this year, was it ever something that surprised you, or did you feel like these young men and you and your coaching staff, you guys were capable of doing all this?
No, we talk about national championship in our program. We talk about playing on that last game, that last day in April, I believe April 4th, 5th, around that time, that Monday night, and being a part of one shiny moment. And that's something we spoke about from day one. It's something I spoke about and talked with our group when I first got the job here. And we're going to continue to do that. I truly believe in the utmost respect that along the journey of a national championship come certain accolades, and we all have to be able to humbly accept them, but also demand and want more, because it is a bigger picture. And this fleeting moment of our young people's college career is something that can serve as value and impact the lives when they face adversity at some point in time, but also when it's all said and done and they're out there fighting for their career. I want their fight between the lines and what we've been able to accomplish in this small time to highlight their life and be something that they can always reference when something may come across as difficult, or when someone may not believe in it the way that they do, that they can still galvanize the situation and push forward in the utmost excitement and accomplish whatever it is their minds are able to accomplish.
Coach, I love your attitude. I mean, I ask you about back-to-back Horizon League Coach of the Year honors. The first thing you do is talk about your staff and your players.
Yeah.
Kind of feels a lot like how you guys play, right? It's just that whole entire group effort.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. I can't sit here and say, it's one name on the award, but it should be shredded into several pieces and given to my staff, without a doubt. It should be given to the players, and it should be given to their parents. Coaching amid a pandemic isn't easy, but we've been able to communicate at a high level, and our parents were at the forefront of that from day one, and they are a part of this coaching staff as well. So I definitely thank them and what they have been able to help us accomplish thus far, because ultimately I jump into these young men's lives after 12, 13, 14 years of them playing basketball. And unfortunately, they only have 2 or 3 years left in their tank. and they don't know it. They don't know when the game is going to be left. I just want to make sure I leave with them something they can carry on for a lifetime and look back and say, you know what Coach Gates said. And if they can start a sentence that way and it can be met with positivity, is awesome, man. It's awesome to see.
Last Saturday night, you guys beat Purdue Fort Wayne. You're the regular season Horizon League champs. You hop on a bus. You go to the Wolstein Center. You cut down the nets. How important was that to you?
Well, it's symbolic, man. And when I say that, it still felt as if we had a crowd watching us. And I say that because we know that what we represent is bigger and larger than ourselves. But we also know that there's support out there that could not come through the threshold of the doors and give us a round of applause or give us that greeting that they would want to. So it's for our alumni, our former players, our future students, our current students. It's for the people that may not get the credit for allowing this university to run on an everyday basis. The custodians, our team doctors, our team physicians, and everyone is a part of this village, and it's for them. And I hope at some point when these doors open in the fall that they are lined up waiting to share that moment that's been bottled up for an entire season. So for us, it's important that we celebrate the small victories. And this victory is something to celebrate, especially in the moment that we're in, but also understand that it's important to have some type of reference to your success in small increments and making sure that there's championship residue in our program. And we slowly but surely get to a point where we could raise down hold up a trophy in April, winning the national championship.
Coach, the bracket is out for the Horizon League tournament. That just excited me, being able to look at a bracket.
Awesome.
As March is coming up. I mean, right there on that bracket, you guys are the number one seed. You'll play the lowest remaining seed. You're in the quarterfinals, and then it's the semis and the finals. But tournament play, Coach, you've been a part of it in the NCAA tournament with Florida State, in the ACC tournament. How different is tournament play as opposed to the regular season?
It's a completely new season. The only thing you can carry over is your experiences in the moment. You can't carry over wins. You can't carry over losses. You can't carry over stats. It's a completely different season. We talk about it in phases. Phase 1 is complete. Phase 2 we're embarking on now. Phase 2 can possibly have anywhere from, for us currently, it has 120 minutes. But those 120 minutes is only in place if we get past the first 40 minutes. And it's something that we speak about in phases. So we're in phase 2, and phase 2 is a different responsibility, a different type of game, a different type of planning, a different type of environment. But ultimately, what you need is your very best. And we talk about our very best and staying in the moment often. And the most important minute is the next minute we play. So right now, we're excited about where we are, but definitely not complacent with what we know is in store for us or what awaits us. It's going to be met with hard work, and that's the only thing we can bring to the table.
Last thing, Coach, you guys are the number one seed. Do you feel like that puts a bullseye on your back, or are you not concerned about that?
No, I'm not necessarily concerned about the bullseye, but I am concerned about making sure we are looking through the correct lens, because ultimately we have a responsibility to ourselves, but ultimately we've had a large body of work in phase 1, and that's the normal regular season. Here we are in phase 2, and me and the staff are going to meet and do all we need to do to make sure our players are put in the best situation so that they can be as successful as possible. But ultimately, we understand that teams get better over time, and they get a little bit more hungry at this moment. And we have to understand what postseason basketball is about. And I'm excited, just like our players are excited about the opportunity. The Horizon League has done a wonderful job of getting us to where we are. where you have multiple teams being able to play a complete schedule. We've accomplished over 92% of our games, and I think that allows for teams to evolve through a year and ultimately have the best shot to win the tournament as they can. And that's what our conference commissioner has done, and that's what our coaches have done. So we're excited.
Coach, listen, really appreciate the time. We wish you the best of luck. Good luck in the Horizon League tournament, and hopefully we're talking about the big dance here soon. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, though.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you, and go Vikes. Definitely looking forward to it again. We feel you guys' support out there. Our young men are humbled. I'm humbled about the recognition we received, and we definitely want to thank all the Horizon League coaches who have thought of us in this manner.